area. So, right, ma'am. Yes, Hardev Singh. Sunday workshop was great. Okay, Hardev Singh, thank you, my dear student. Have you attended Sunday workshop? Attended? Understood? Good. So I'll send the notes also to you students. Don't worry about it. And like that, we will come up with in month. I decided to take 2 workshops. Tell to your friends also. It is a free now. To tell to your friends also. So tell them and let them attend the classes. Only their attempt is made by me to make the students to aware of it. Python is not for 15 days or 20 days. Python is something vast. You have to learn first how to become a developer, this course content. And beyond that course, how to learn the things. I'm going to make you to understand. So let us move to the things. So, yes, ma, Ajit Gupta, recordings we will not provide, ma. 100% recording will not be provided. Because behind the recording, of course, we are all good students. Because that recording will not be there only with you. Definitely it will be spread. Once it's spread, business will start. You are good. But when you will give to your friend also, you will give to his friend. That friend we don't know. That is the problem. So that's why we'll go for it. So it is not a listen, my dear student, it is not a listen. It was the old version. What is the function name? Tell. Function name is called tell. Function name is called tell. Right now. Sweta, I will be getting the notes of that workshop. I'll keep it in this regular Google Drive class only. Okay? I'll keep that in the Google Drive class. Now today we are going for introducing pickling, and this concept I'm going to introduce. Let me start, students. Let us enter into the topic. Come in, ma. Only girls are coming late daily. Boys are not coming daily late. Only 3 girls came late. Only 2 boys came late. So more number of girls are coming late. Today ratio. So girls are more sincere than boys actually. That is my feelings. Am I correct, girls? Correct or not? You are seeing so seriously. What reason is there? Correct or not? Yes. Correct, boys? Okay, they are not saying anything and you are saying no, sir, you are saying. Okay, let it be. I will ask last and final to girls. Correct, girls? Girls are sincere or not? No, like that. If you don't say anything, they will say no, sir, they are saying. Actually, according to our things, girls are most sincere. I feel like. Boys, correct? Boys are sincere, huh? No, not like that. Look at that. Now coming to the topic. Abhishek, girls are lazy. Oh. Yeah, correct, student. That point is correct. Abhishek is correct. The girls are lazy. Even I found somewhere else. Even I've seen 2 to 3 incidents also I've seen. Correct. Abhishek is correct. Okay. Srinivas Reddy, I'm exactly want to tell, but Srinivas Reddy said, women's are superpower. Is correct. That is also correct. Online students are having more knowledge on this topic. Correct. That is correct. Srinivas Reddy correct. Abhishek also correct. Boys are humble. Okay. They will be humble like for seeing outside you see what humble he will come out. Okay, students, let me please allow me to go to the subject. Leave the topic. Now I'm going to talk about what is pickling, and next is called what is unpickling. I'm going to discuss about what is pickling, what is unpickling, I will explain. So this is called what unpickling concept it is. There I am talking about what is the purpose of unpickling, what is the definition of unpickling, what is the definition, what are the implementation steps I am talking, what is the module name, for pickling. Similarly, I'll come to this unpickling also. Unpickling also same, followed by programming examples. Very important, students. So far what we did in our previous examples, we wrote some data, string data, something we wrote it with our writing programs. If you look into that, some file write examples you see, file write example says what? Writing the data, of writing the data like this. Next is called a file write to UC. File write to UC, we wrote some iterable objects. Dictionary data, set data, list data, tuple data. Now also came. 3 persons came late, 3 girls came late, equal. Right. Next I will go for reading also. We did the same thing. But today's concept I'm going to talk about is something like this. What is my important thing is object to record. I will open this diagram. I want to open it. Look at that. I was about to start yesterday, but I told random access file mechanism. My dear students, you look at ma. This is called the object, which is present in where? Main memory. I want to write as a record into the file. Which operation we took it, ma? Write operation. What is this object is called? Iterable object. Easy today. Iterable object. Which type of steps we have taken it already in the class? Tell me. Number one, we are choosing the file name or not? Opening that file name in which mode? Write mode. After that, what we did? Perform cycle of write operation. Which function we used it in the last class? Write lines function you can use, and you can use what function also? Write function also you can use. When we were used that functions, whether you observed or not, when I am saying write lines and write function, it is taking which data? str data only it will take. I have shown you in the class perfectly. When I was writing this data, 10 was taken as what is the 10 type originally? Int type. We got an error during the writing. That means write line function is checking the first value of iterable object. If it is correct, it is writing. Second value checking if it is valid of string, it is writing. Third value, it is valid and then writing. It indicates that it is writing the data into the file from the main memory. Value by value it is writing. How it is writing, students? Value by value. How do you conclude that value by value, sir? It is checking and writing. So normal write operations will write the data value by value. Value by value writing will take more time or less time? More time. It is a time consuming process. What process it is? So I am going to conclude my sentences. When I am transferring my object data with a normal function, with the what functions? Write line and write functions. It is copying the data in the form of what? Value by value. Transferring the data from main memory into the object of into the file of secondary memory by using write lines and write function in the form of value by value, which is taking what time? More amount of time. Am I correct? More amount of time. This process is not recommended. What I am looking today? Today I am looking for whatever object is there. We want to write this entire object at once as a record into the file. And one of the dangerous part is when I am writing with write lines, we are feeling that all object is written, but internally those 3 values are actually combined values or not. Those 3 values are written separately, they written it. When I am getting back, those 3 values will not come at a time. They are going to be separate. They are spread in memory. And these values, the total values are interrelated to each other. The total object data to be written at once only. Once again, last and final. Write lines and write function perform many operations. 3 times that operations will be done. Why? First value sending, second value writing, third value writing. How many write operations? 3. Is it not waste of time? If my object is containing 100 values, how many times I have to write? Is it not time consuming process? We want to write how many times? One time only. Irrespective of the size of the object, irrespective of the number of values present in the object, we want to perform only one write operation. Only one write operation that can be done by the job of one advanced part of files is called what? Pickling. Spell out. Pickling is a mechanism of transferring entire object data at a time into the file of which memory? By performing what operation? One write operation, single write operation. Earlier write operations are how many? 3. Which functions we are using? Write lines and then. But here we are using one function known as what? See the name of the function. You will get the feeling of it. What is the function name? Dump. Spell out. Dump. What is this you need to say? Object comma file pointer. File pointer is nothing but pointing to the file or not. What is the function name? Which is present into the module called what? Pickle. What is the module name? What is the syntax here, my dear student? Pickle dot dump of object comma file pointer. What is an object here? See that. LST. LST is an object or not? FP is pointing to my file. And this entire object data at a time written to the file as a record. Simple. What is the difference between write lines function and write function and dump function? Write lines and write function will write the value of the object value by value. Value by, which is one of the time consuming process. But we want to write all at once. Which is better? All at once better or value by value better? So which function I will use it? Dump is the function present in where? Pickle is one of the predefined module or not? What is that concept is called? So what is the definition of pickling? The process of transferring or saving entire object data of main memory into the file of secondary memory by performing single write operation is called what? Pickling. What is an advantage of pickling? It eliminates redundant write operations. Redundant write operations are how many here? 3. Duplicate write operations will be eliminated. A single write operation will be done by using which concept? Such a pickling concept in Java known as what? Object serialization we can call. What is that? That is the other language terminology. In Python language terminology is pickling. Easier, difficult down. So what is the difference? Your dump function you understand. They write lines and write. First version of Python is called write lines and write. We'll write the data value by value. Will take what time? More time. Time consuming. To avoid that kind of time consuming, what we are doing? Dump function. Dump function implementation is known as what? Pickling. Dump function present in where? Pickle module. Did you understand? That is comes under which type of operation here? Which type of operation here? Write operation. What operation? So what is the write operation? Tell me now. With pickling, choose the file name, open the file name, perform multiple write operation, one write operation. Finished. Easy or difficult? Easy. Coming to which operation next? Read operation. Come to read operation. Easy. How do you read the data from the file? How many functions are there? Come on. Read lines. When you take read and read lines, whether you note this word or not, read and read lines, whatever the way write and write lines has written, line value by value, read and read lines also will do what? Value by value only will read. If my record is containing, now coming to the record time now. If my record is containing some 10 values, I am applying which function today? Read and read lines, which is going to read how many times? 10 times. Value by value reading, which is a time consuming process. To avoid that, we want to do what? All at once you read. Total record you read at once. That is known as what concept? Unpickling. Come on. Unpickling we can call. So what is the meaning of unpickling? Transferring the record content at a time from the file of secondary memory into the object of which memory? By performing what operation? Single read operation is called what? Unpickling. In pickling mechanism, which function was used here? Dump. Unpicked uses what you know? Load. What is the function name? Load. So load is an advanced format of which functions? Read and write lines advanced format is what? Dump. So did you understand dump and load are present into which module? Pickle module. So what is the syntax of load? Pickle dot load of FP. Pickle dot load of FP. Where is my FP is pointing? 0th location. 0th location is the first record. When I load it, first record will be transferred all at once. FP is coming to what? Next record. Next record. Next record. I am going to show that entire implementation. First of all, did you understand? So how many functions we learned in today? Just 2. One is dump and load. Dump is used in which operation? Very good. Load is used in which operation? So load related to which concept? Unpickling. Dump related to pickling. So pickling is reducing which operations? Redundant write operations. Unpickling reduces which concept? Read operations. Understand? Shall I go to the pickling and unpickling now? Yes. I will take one concept, my dear students. I'll take this one example. Let me open it. It is very simple for you to understand. Let us watch it. Carefully read it. Pickling, unpickling, or object serialization and deserialization is other language terminology. In Python, pickle object serialization known as object deserialization known as. Come on to the point. Come on to the point. Pickling, object serialization, some introduction. Let us assume there exists an object multiple values. See the same wording. Let us assume there exists an object in main memory with how many values? Multiple values. Multiple values. Simple. To save, I am writing here, to save or write object of data. To save or write an object data. To save or write an object data of which memory? Main memory. File of secondary memory. By using write off and write lines, they transfer the values in the form value, and it is one of the time consuming process. Because of what? Multiple write operations. To overcome this time consuming process, we must have the concept of pickling. The advantage of pickling concept is that pickle write operation, we can save or write entire object data of main memory into the file of secondary memory. Did you understand the advantage? Good. Definition of what? Pickling. The process of saving or transferring entire object content of main memory into the file of secondary memory by performing single write operation is called pickling. Understand? Definition I said. Of course, for advantage only, just kept in the form of definition. Pickling steps implementation. If I want to go for implementation of pickling, first what is required? One object is required or wrong? Next is called module is required or wrong? What is the module required? Pickle. First module is called import the module. Second concept is what? Create the object. Yes or no? We need to use what? Dump of what? Object comma what? FP. FP is nothing but third one. Open the file in write mode or not? Flavor modes and use a dump. Easy. Come on, students, how simple it is. Steps for implementing pickling concept. Import pickle module. Here pickle is one of the predefined module. Second one, choose the file name and open it into write mode. Create an object with a collection of values, which is known as what object? Good. Use what function of which module? I am saying dump function description. Dump function save the content of any object into the file with a single write operation. Syntax, students, pickle dot dump of object comma file pointer. Dear students, when you are opening the file in where write mode, that file must be in the binary format. The data must be in what? Binary form. That's why note that pickling concept always takes the file in which format? Do you know how to specify the file in binary format? Text file is denoted by which letter? T. Binary file is denoted by which letter? B. So here I will use the letter called B. Did you understand this? Binary file, text file. So pickling concept they did not develop with what? Text file. For little secrecy of information they are maintaining. Keep it in where? Binary. Right? Don't watch mobile. Watching mobile. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up, not you. Are you watching mobile? Then why are you standing up? Is the person watching mobile? Stand up. Waiting. Why are you waiting wasting my time? Watching mobile. అదే మా మెసేజ్ అన్నెసరి ఆ స్టూడెంట్ టెన్షన్ పడతాడు. నువ్వు మొబైల్ చూసి ఆ స్టూడెంట్ టెన్షన్ పడి అదేంటది? నువ్వు వాచింగ్ మొబైల్ అంటే నిలబడాలి. అదర్స్ ఆర్ ఫీలింగ్ డిఫికల్టీ. డోంట్ డూ దట్. కమ్ అండ్ సిట్ హియర్. ఇక్కడ కూర్చో. పర్లేదు కదా, నాకు పర్లేదు, ఇక్కడ కూర్చోవచ్చు. కమ్ హియర్. పర్లేదు కదా, ఇక్కడ కూర్చోవచ్చి. హాట్ సీట్లో కూర్చోవాలి ఇక్కడ. కమ్ హియర్. ఇక్కడ యూ వాంట్ టు సిట్ దేర్ ఆర్ యూ వాంట్ టు గో అవుట్? Come here. Or you want to go? It's any one of it. అదంతా తీసే, అదంతా ఆ కనెక్షన్స్ అని తీసి ఇక్కడ అన్నే సిట్ దేర్. నా దగ్గర కూర్చొని ఏం చేస్తావు? అక్కడ కూర్చో. అదంతా తీసి లోపల పెట్టి ఆ కనెక్షన్స్ అన్ని. సో ట్రై టు వేర్ పైథాన్ థింగ్స్. Sit somewhere else, ma. Sit somewhere else. Sit somewhere else where there is no fan. So come to the point of it. Coming to the point, unpickling concept you see. Unpickling concept you see. This is called what? Pickling concept always takes the file in which format? Binary format. Coming to next what? Unpickling. Object serialization. This is from main memory to where? Main memory to where? Secondary memory. File of secondary memory. Secondary memory, no. File of secondary memory. Come to next what? Unpickling. What is the definition of unpickling? That is known as deserialization. Let us start. Unpickling concept just now we said to you. This is getting the records from where? File of secondary memory into where? Object of main memory. Come on, this description you see. Let us assume there exists a record with multiple values in the file of secondary memory. To read or what? Transfer the entire record content from the file of secondary memory. If we use read or read lines, then they read record values in the form of value by value, and it is one of the time consuming process because of what? Multiple. To overcome this process, time consuming process, we must use the concept of unpickling. The advantage of unpickling is that with a single read operation, we can read entire record content from the file of secondary memory into the object of main memory. Did you understand? As definition of unpickling, the process of reading or transferring entire record content from file of secondary memory into the object of main memory by transferring single record operation is called unpickling. With a normal file programming, it is doing what? Value by value. With unpickling, we read the complete record. That is called what? Unpickling. Unpickling participates in which operation? Here, pickling concept participates in which operation? Write operation. Easy. Steps for implementing unpickling. Easy. Importing module. Choose the file name and open into which mode? Obviously, that is write mode. This is called what? Read mode. Use which function? Load of which module? Pickle module. What load function can do? Transferring or loading the entire record content from the file of secondary memory into the object of main memory. So, object name is equal to pickle.load of file pointer. Wherever file pointer is pointing, that corresponding complete record will be read in where? Main memory. And in the main memory, it is available in the form of object. That's what I said you. See students, object of, see the data of object of main memory becomes a record in file, and record of file of secondary memory, record of secondary memory will become what? Object in main memory. That we already discussed in the day one only. Why? Because with the pickling orientation only I mentioned that. Note that unpickling concept always takes the file in where? Yes. Shall we start up? Yes, come on to the point back once again. Pickling and unpickling concept you understand. So pickling and unpickling are next level versions of write operations and read operation. Shall we start? Online students, did you understand this concept here? Online students, did you understand this pickling and unpickling importance? Now I am going for coding. Write down. Open the notes. Notes ఏదో అనేది వేరే దగ్గర ఉందా? ఇక్కడ ఏ బ్యాంకులో ఉంది?